recording. I hit the wrong button. Hi, I'm Donnie.
Hi, I'm Jen. And we are the Filthy MTG Casuals. This is episode 1 of our podcast we're going to be starting this year. We are calling it
Casually Speaking.
The because we will be casually speaking about a few different things. Today, we will be casually speaking about some of the cards that we recognized we both use from last year. Cards that were released from last year that we have added into our Commander decks. So, Donnie, you want to talk about the first one?
So, I mean, my Darien deck has been a lot of fun. It's really just kind of white doing what white does. And when I saw Halo Fountain, it was kind of like, it's a perfect win con. It can help me in so many different ways with this deck. Ideally, I'm looking to play like Catapult Master after I've got a bunch of creatures in play. If I've got Angel's Trumpet, I'm doing additional damage. But then that just lends everything to using the Halo Fountain to win the game.
I also play Halo Fountain, and I play it in Glunch. I play it so that I can tap my creatures with Devout Invocation. Devout Invocation allows me to make angels when I tap an untapped creature. So this way I get all these angels, and then I can play Halo Fountain, and I have a reason to untap my creatures, which is the best. So Halo Fountain has been great for a lot of reasons. That's definitely, I say, probably one of our favorite cards that have come out this year.
Yeah, I mean, as an alternative win con, it's
unique,
perfect.
Different,
yep.
Fun, challenging. Things have to align just right.
And then for 8 mana, I mean, yeah, if you can find a way to make that work and you've got the mana to use it, you deserve to win that game.
I highly recommend waiting to play it until you're going to use that final feature, right? That 5 white.
It is a very, very attractive removal target, that's for sure.
People will destroy it in a heartbeat, especially if they've seen you use it and how you use it.
Yep, absolutely.
Our second card we're going to talk about is going to be Inspiring Leader. This is one that I started using also in Glunch because it's commander creatures you own have creature tokens you control get +2/+2. Who doesn't want to make a bunch of 1/1s that are now 3/3s?
Yeah, everybody wants to buff the team.
Yep, you always want to buff the team. And we both play a lot of token strategies. I feel like tokens are something we really enjoy.
I like tokens.
Yeah, and not just 1 or 2. No, we want like 50.
I want 1,000. What are you talking about?
We want so many.
I want all the tokens.
So how do you use Inspiring Leader, honey?
Basically, it's the same thing. It's for 3 mana, you get something that gives +2/+2. You've got the downside of you're adding an ability to your commander, but I mean, I haven't found a single. Most people just leave it alone because they're more interested in removing your commander. So if you've got any way to just maneuver around that, it rarely ever sees any removal. It usually ends up coming in clutch. But yeah, the whole background mechanic, backgrounds in the 99 just do the thing.
They do. But that's another podcast. Focus. All right. You want to talk about our third card?
So, my favorite card out of these 3 that we picked for today is Ellen Harvey's Busybody. It's a 2/4 human peasant, but you get to tap and look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of tokens you created this turn. In the decks that are running Ellen to really maximize on that, I mean, I've cast Stormherd for 30. And been able to look at the top 30 cards of my library to see if I'm going to attempt to win or set up for a win on my next turn. Or it can help you find removal. I mean, it just helps you find answers because if you have a significant amount of tokens, it's just advantageous. And to have that ability on a body that allows you to tap in a deck that's also running Halo Fountain, it's one more creature that you can use to do the thing.
My favorite thing about Ellen is the fact that she is not a 1/1. How many times are they 1/1s and they die to the simplest form of damage?
Stiff
where
breeze.
she is a 2/4 for 4.
Ellen got that big booty.
Great. No, it's fabulous. Like, even if you have Ellen Hargreaves out, right, and maybe you only make a token a turn, it's still card advantage in white, right? You're still getting a card to your hand.
Even if it's just one or two.
Yep. As long as you're doing it consistently, I mean, that's every turn. Or like Donnie said, if you're creating a ton of creatures, a ton of tokens all at one time, and it's not just creature tokens. Looking at it now, no, it's a number of tokens you created. So treasure tokens, even Boros. Oh, okay. Another thought later. But yeah, because it's just tokens. You're creating tokens, and when you do, you're looking at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of the tokens you made. Put one into your hand, the rest on the bottom. And you're doing this. You are getting, if you do it right, or even in a certain way, like, you have the ability to look through your whole library. That's crazy when you think about it.
Absolutely.
Right? In heavy token generation. Whew. But yeah, so we're talking about these 3 cards today because these 3 cards we realized we were both running. They were all released from 2022. And we were both playing with them. So we thought, well, what is it about these cards? And of course, we're just token players. We just like to play token decks. That's what it is. That's where we're at. So the other thing we wanted to do was we wanted to give an honorable mention. Something that we started playing with from this year. Something we have added to our decks. And why we added it, what we enjoy about it. So I'll let Donnie lead.
I mean, we were already looking at white cards, so I just grabbed Rescue Retriever. As far as I'm concerned, it's literally the only redeeming card from Brothers War Jumpstart. But what it does for the team, it's a 3/3 body for 5. It has flash. It puts +1/+1 counters on each other soldier you control, and it prevent all damage that would be dealt to other attacking soldiers you control. So in the deck I'm running it in with Angel's Trumpet. I'm getting creatures, I'm gaining life, I'm swinging, I'm trying to do all of the things that Rescue Retriever enables, and it just seemed like it was the perfect card. And I mean, 100% up front, the art on this card is what sold me right off the bat, before even looking at what it did. That dog is living its best life, and that's all that I want.
Living its best life. It's
Absolutely.
a good boy. It's the bestest boy. We all love the Dogo cards, don't we? It's a whole thing. Okay. So for me, my honorable mention also is a white card, since that seems to be our theme right now. Contraband Livestock. What else is kind of funny is how many of these are from Baldur's Gate. Inspiring leader, Ellen Hargreaves, not Halo Fountain, but my card, Contraband Livestock, is another one from Baldur's Gate. I enjoy the dice rolling. I think it's fun. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't think this is the best. I would call out names, but I don't need to. Contraband, and it's not Donnie. Contraband Livestock allows you to exile for 2, right? They're not going to exile and gain life. You're not going to exile one of their creatures and they're going to go look for a land. Like, you're going to exile their creature, roll a d20. They're either going to get a 4/4 green ox, a 2/2 green boar, or a 0/1 white goat. I will say that in all the time this year that I have been playing this card, I have only given them a goat one time. Unfortunately, most of the time I'm giving them a 4/4. But depending on what I'm getting rid of, it's not so bad, right? A 4/4 can be dealt with. Exactly. And a 4/4 can be dealt with, right? Mm-hmm. So contraband livestock to me is one that people are always surprised when they see it. They don't expect it. A lot of times people will start playing with it after they see what it does and how helpful it really is. Especially since if you play on spell table, you have a dice right there. You don't even have to have a d20.
Mm-hmm.
But this is our podcast. Hopefully, we will have more to come. But this again has been Casually Speaking. ...